The NFL playoffs begin this weekend, and a new movie is tackling a major issue within the league. Concussion, starring Will Smith, tells the story of the doctor who first identified and diagnosed the long-term dangers of head injuries in football. I sat down with Will and writer-director Peter Landesman to talk about Concussion.
Concussion tells the story of a Nigerian immigrant doctor named Bennett Omalu, who uncovers a pattern of brain damage in football players.
Your men continue to die. Their families left in ruins.
Will Smith plays Dr. Omalu, but initially he was hesitant to take on the character who takes on the NFL.
It's a very inconvenient truth. Some of the greatest times I've had with my son were around him playing football. So when I get this, screenplay, it put me in conflict with myself. And then I met with Dr. Omalu. And after sitting with Bennett and hearing his story, I actually became impelled as a parent to tell the story for other parents.
What do they want?
The NFL wants you to say you made it all up.
I made it up.
They're accusing you of fraud.
Did you think about, when you decided to take the role, what you would be up against when this movie went public?
Yeah, I felt very confident that there would be people who didn't want to hear it in the same way I didn't want to hear it.
How about for you, Peter?
If you focus on the consequences of what you do, you quickly become paralyzed. Because at the end of the day, even from its inception, this movie was never about a takedown of anything. It was for something. It was about discovery, about the beauty of discovery, investigation, and the truth.
The league has kept everyone in the dark. And you turned on the lights and gave their biggest boogeyman a name.
Do you watch the games differently now on a Sunday afternoon?
I'm just, every single play.
And your son, Trey, played big-time high school football
Absolutely,
at a powerhouse
yeah.
school for 4 years.
Absolutely.
So knowing what you know now, would you let Trey play football growing up?
Yeah, that's a very difficult question that I think his mother is much better suited to make the decision.
What a cop-out.
That's gonna happen. My kid's mother will not be making that decision. Knowing now what I know, to me it's very simple. There's no way I'd ever let my child put on the pads.
Will Smith's acting career seems to be going pretty well, but he did hint recently at a future in politics.
What were you talking about specifically? Should we start getting your campaign running for 2020, or like what year are we talking here?
I was joking when I made that comment. As an actor, what happens when you take on a role, you actually begin to wear the qualities of the person. And while I was wearing Dr. Omalu for this last year, I realized how good it feels. So when I hear anti-American sentiments, I'm personally offended.
So Will Smith challenges President Trump in 2020.
There
Done.
ain't gonna be no President Trump in 2020.
All right, so he's not running for office, but he is starring in this movie. It's a good one. It's called Concussion. He was nominated, Will Smith, for a Golden Globe for Best Actor in a Drama, and the movie is in theaters now.
Hello, Today fans. Thanks for checking out our YouTube channel. Subscribe by clicking that button down there and click on any of the videos over here to watch the latest interviews, show highlights, and digital exclusives.